Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. This is Bush. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, they stick with Bush. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw it here. Vick buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
They'll run on first down. It's Bush, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Vick. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Allen now on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Yards on the play. And the Jets first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, this is Bush. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Bush. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jets' 45-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Bush.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Vick operating on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 25-yard line.
On the run, it's Bush. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
For a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Michael Vick being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A second down throw for Vick. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Vick. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
29-yard attempt.
Anderson's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They start the second half with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Antonio Cromartie up for the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now here's Vic. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38, Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Cromartie. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Allen again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 40.